Namaste, good evening. I am Naveen Gursidhaya, your self empowerment coach. I empower students, employees, hosts, and leaders to overcome challenges and achieve by enabling them to go deep within. Welcome to today's live session. This is a Monday, and I'm so happy to be back after a good weekend wherein I got to do a lot of research on my upcoming courses based on life transformation using Vedic methodologies. And I'm also coming up with another online course which has got to do with empowerment, sorry, rather emotional strategy for emotional strength and stability. So I was doing a lot of work on that, and I'm happy that there's been a good progress, and looking forward to bringing content in the form of a online course just the way Empowered Memory Blueprint is. I'm thankful to one and all who have been coming here every day online without fail at sharp 8 p.m. India time and supporting me in this initiative of bringing a lot of value to the people and also helping me achieve my mission of bringing in a lot of professionalism and ethics into practice in people's lives in this today's world, because it is very much a need for all of us to bear in mind and make it an important part of our daily life. We have VClick Studio joining us on Instagram. Hi, thank you so much for joining in. Appreciate your time. Let's see who else has joined us on Facebook. We have Rupashri who joins in. Thanks for joining in, Rupashri. Thanks for your time. And thanks for the hashtag live as well. So today's is an interesting topic because we are going to go little deep than what all we have been talking all these days. The attempt here is to see to it that we understand a lot of important content which is out there. We understand a lot of important aspects related to our personalities and our lives. So today I would be going a little deep when it comes to the topics from today. But I promise you that it's not going to be, when I say it's little deep, I promise you it's not going to be confusing or a bouncer or something which is difficult to understand. Very much in sync with what we have been doing all these days, but at a deeper level. So we have Binanti who joins in. Thank you, Binanti. Thank you for joining in. Truly appreciate your time. So we have good amount of people who have joined us. So with that, I would like to begin today's topic, which is what is the basis of your self-image. We have spoken about self-image. We have spoken about positive self-talk, all of that in our earlier sessions. But today, I wanted to make an attempt to see to it that we talk about a self-image. What is self-image, and what are all the aspects we need to understand related to our self-image? That's what today's attempt is about. Before that, let's see who else joins in. Dr. Mahesh joins us in. Thank you, Dr. Mahesh. Thank you for joining in. Appreciate your time. So all those who have joined in can just put in hashtag live in the comment section. That will help me understand that you are there, and will also help me with my analytics and insights as well. So before I do that, it's customary for me to say, please visit my website. It's undergoing a major overhaul. You'll have a different experience. It has a lot of content on self empowerment and also on my Empowerment for Excellence coaching program as well. Okay, having said that, let me start the ticker and jump on to the first pointer, which is each of us, we have a picture of our own as to what we are and who we are. That's got to do with self-image, right? And it's made from the concept of who am I. When we say who am I, usually at the surface of it, we just say that my name is so and so, and so I do so and so. Let's say if I'm Naveen Gursidhar, I'm a self-empowerment coach. Rupashri would say that I'm Rupashri and I'm a homemaker. I take care of the entire family. Bina Auntie might say I'm Vidushish Bina Badami and I am a professional singer. Dr. Mahesh, who's there, he would say I'm Dr. Mahesh. I'm a tech savvy dentist and I'm a periodontist, right? That's what Dr. Mahesh should say. So that we are stuck to the superficial layer when we talk about self image. But here we are making an attempt to go one layer deeper, one level deeper. It is a conception of who I am built by our belief system. We have understood what is our belief system in our previous sessions. So when we see that we go a little deep, we just take a little bit of time and see that we go a little deep in our mind as to who am I. So how you can do this activity, not right now, later. Just close your eyes, sit quiet and ask this question, who am I? And just go deep in your thoughts, just go deep in your thoughts. You will enter a point wherein you might sometimes not find a complete answer. You might still find an answer at the superficial level, and so, and I like these are my likes, these are my dislikes. I'm a parent, I'm a brother, or whatever, or your profession. But when you go deep, sometimes you might not get an answer as to who you actually are. That's what we need to understand uh, with regard to what our self image is, because this is entire attempt in this session is about what's that self image is a picture what we have formed about ourselves, but to go into a different state altogether. So that way, the first pointer says we have our own picture. We certainly have our own picture. Everybody has a self image, and that self image is built by the belief system. When we talk about our likes and dislikes, our strengths and our weaknesses, can do's and can't do's, and all of that, that's our self image. We all of us we have it. But to become better personalities, to achieve more success and achieve more happiness in our lives, we have to know a little bit more than whatever we know at a initial layer. So before I go to the next pointer, let me see whom all has joined in. We have Mithil who joins us from YouTube. Thanks, Mithil. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for hashtag live. Hi, Mukta. Thanks for hashtag live. Thanks for joining in. You also have put in a comment. These are roles we are playing in this material world when we say we are so and so to introduce ourselves. Yeah, that's at a even above superficial layer, but we need to go little deeper to see what our picture is, what our picture says about ourselves, how we see that picture. Okay, so having said that, we start constructing this picture at the age of 5. I said in my previous session that our belief system starts forming once the brain has fully developed. The brain takes 5 years to fully develop in size, and once that is done, belief system starts forming. So we have constructed this picture, or rather, we start constructing a picture of ourselves. You ask a 5 year or a 6 year old child about who you are, they would certainly say, they would give a better picture actually than what we would, because as we grow old, our ego would not permit us to come up with some things when it comes to self image. But the main point here is we start constructing this self image or a self picture when we are a child. But as we grow old, we have our own experiences which happen in life. Good experiences, bad experiences. Sometimes we take insults. It can be insult the class teacher made in the classroom. It can be an insult we had out there in the society, or it can be an insult we had out there when we are just traveling on the street or walking down the street. We might face an insult, or also some of the successes which we have seen. Sometimes we would have thought that we can't do it, but we still do it, and then that gets into a picture. So the failures, the successes, the praises, many people praise us. We never knew that we could do something, and we get praised by these people. So all sorts of positive and negative experiences contribute in creating this picture. This picture is like you are painting. It's not like taking a shot in the camera and putting it in your mind. You start painting since your childhood. So let's say, in order to bring in some color dynamics into this discussion, so when we are, let's say, going on in life and we are painting an image of ourselves, if we have some bad experiences, we add in some dark colors. And if we have some good experiences, we add in some light colors. Some happiness, contentment, enthusiasm, excitement, we start putting in some bright colors, vibrant colors. But bad experiences, failures, some dark colors. So that way the image starts taking a shape. And this image is never complete, but it has its own form, which we create with our own hands. Mithil joins us on Instagram. Hi, Mithil. Thank you so much for joining on YouTube and also joining on Instagram. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right. So we start painting this picture or constructing this picture from our childhood with all the successes and the failures we have. And I also hope you understood the color dynamics, which I mentioned. But what kind of a picture gets formed as we grow old is something which we will take a look coming up with the coming up pointer. Before that, I want to see we have some more pointers coming in. We have Mr. Rajshekhar Reddy joining in. Thank you so much, Mr. Rajshekhar. Appreciate your time. Thanks for joining in. Good evening to you. Minu, hi Minu. Thank you so much for joining in. Appreciate your time. Thank you for joining in. Thanks for your time. Mukta has a pointer. The purpose of human life is far from these roles we are playing. Yeah, right. But we are not getting into the purpose here, Mukta. We are talking about how a self image is formed and how we take a look at it later. But it's not got to do with the roles. It's certainly not got to do with the roles. It's got to do with the picture we have about ourselves. Whatever picture we create for ourselves. And when we look at it, what image we see. Mukta says, my self image clearly came in front of me while doing M4X with you. Oh, thank you so much, Mukta. I'm glad we're able to create a very good, clear self image through my Empowerment for Excellence program. Thanks for sharing. Truly appreciate that. Okay. Third pointer, whatever enters the picture, right? Whatever we put there, and we can take the analogy of painting. Whatever we put in the picture, it stays there forever and becomes a part of our belief system. As I said, we have understood what our belief systems can do, can't do, all that, what we discussed in the previous sessions. But this, the pixels, let's say, okay, people who are more digital, like digital Mithil, tech savvy Dr. Mahesh, and all of them, let's talk about pixels. You start building this self image pixel by pixel, pixel by pixel. Each incident and each negative incident and positive incident creates a picture of yourself in that image. It stays there forever, and that is a part of our belief system. If, let's say, um, I would like to bring in a story of my own. When I was in, it's there on my website also as my story. When I was in my 11th, Okay. Before that, I was a new college student. I had finished my 10th and entered my 11th, and it was a junior college where I was studying. And I had scored really well in my 10th. That is, I had scored 91 in my maths and I had scored 90 in my science, and I was really proud of it. But later, when I had my quarterly exams in 11th, I got very less marks in my chemistry. I had taken PCMB, physics, chemistry, maths, biology. In my chemistry quarterly exams, I got real less marks. Okay. I got as low as 13 out of 50. And I could not believe that a guy who 5 or 6 months back could score 90 out of 100 in science scored 13 out of 50. Basically, it's a failure. That was my first failure I had seen in my life in my academics. That created such a bad self image. I did not know the concepts of self image back then when I was in my 11th. Probably I was 16 or 17 years old. But now when I look back, that had created a very bad self image of me, that yes, I can fail as well. And here I have reached a higher stage in my academics and I need to perform better. So I got really hurt. It was a very bad experience. It was a big insult. In fact, I could not believe that I had scored 13 out of 50 in my chemistry. I went to the chemistry lecturer and I asked her, "Ma'am, can you do a retotaling? Maybe there's a mistake and I've done better." She said, the insult, right? I spoke about insults in the previous pointer. She said, for the marks you have achieved, well, for the marks you have scored, 13 out of 50, you don't deserve a retotaling. That was an even worse impact on me. As it is, I was in shock that I had scored 13 out of 50. And now this lecturer also tells me this, and I get insulted even more. That left a very bad impact for several days in my mind. I was like, did I do a mistake by taking science? Did I take a wrong decision of going in for PCMB, or rather I should have taken a different combination, or rather I should have gone for commerce or something in my 11th, commerce and accounting. But then later, I did not want this to happen in my 12th results, which are board exams, and it's really important and shapes the career. I went for tutorials, extra coaching classes, and I'm proud to say that in my 12th, when I got my final board exam results, I had scored 87 out of 100 in my chemistry. So that created image, and I took it as a lesson to see to it that I do not get insulted further, and improved. Let's say 2 years later, so that's a success. So the earlier one was an insult and it's a success. So there we start forming a self image of ourselves with our successes and failures, and it's there forever. As this is something which happened more than 20 years back, and I'm able to recall it and share it with you in this session, means that it's there in that image. As to whatever hits me as a failure, if I put in efforts, it results in success. That's what I've always believed in, and that is the belief system. So whenever I hit a failure, I do not yield to it. Yeah, as a human, I get dejected. As a human, there are bad phases, disappointment, and panic, and all of that. But the mature human is to see to it that you come out of that phase. You put in an effort by bringing in the consciousness and awareness to come out of that phase, and go ahead and do not stop till you see success. But it certainly takes time. This is a similar point. I was talking to my friend Digital Mithil, who is here. I was talking about the same thing with him this evening, wherein as a coach, as a self empowerment coach, I have crossed 1.5 years as a self empowerment coach, and it takes more time for me to succeed in this second career. And I'm really proud of it. and I have best wishes of everybody, and I'm going to succeed as well. That's my system. So I wanted to share my own story here as to give a example or an analogy to this particular point. All right. Going on to the fourth point, the brain perceives this picture to be the only true evidence and does not see anything outside the frame of this picture. So that brings in a point wherein we should not be concised to that self image what we have. We have to look beyond. We have to see to it that how we can make that picture more real to the situation we are in life. We have to see to it that that self image of ourselves, whatever we have, becomes bigger, larger than life, so that we achieve a lot of success and happiness in our life. So whatever point you're seeing here is, as you know, I've said before, the brain loves evidence. Okay, and whatever goes into that self image becomes the evidence for life, for the brain. So if you some of the insults and failures we think that we can't do, it can be a failure in the system, or can be insult by someone else who's a close one, or a stranger. So we think we can't do anything. My One of my neighbor, she's an elderly lady, she's 60 years old, and this happened a few years back. I was riding on my two-wheeler and she was walking. I asked her, do you want me to drop you somewhere? And a good friend of my mother as well, and she said, yes, if you don't mind, can you drop me to that point, which was on my way? And I said, okay, I'll drop you. But on the way, I asked her, while riding the two wheeler, I asked her, auntie, why is it you have a car, but why is it that you don't drive? Because I saw the car was standing outside your house. She said, when I tried to drive for the first time, I went and hit another car, and she was also a lady driver. She got down, and there was a crowd which collected, and many people yelled at me. Sorry, she yelled at me in front of many people. And that day, that insult I could not digest. Since then, I've stopped driving. So the belief system is that she can't drive, and she was walking, and she also happened to take a drop from me. But what is a belief system? Just because somebody insulted, you can't, she stopped driving. So the belief system got impacted. That's a self image create about it. The self image, if at all somebody asks, can you drive, the self image, we say, no, I can't drive, I don't drive. Even my father, he did not drive, because he had met up with an accident in his younger age. He stopped driving. His entire life he did not drive a car. So that's what the brain perceives as. Whatever is received as a evidence, it stays there, does not perceive outside that picture, and that becomes a permanent imprint, permanent blueprint in our mind, which doesn't change. So we have to see to it that we work on this self image. We cannot let our brain restrict our growth in our life to achieve success and happiness just because a self image has been formed, which is impacting our belief system. Let's see, we have some comments coming in. Just a second. Mukta says, these are impressions which creates in our mind, good or bad. Correct. That go and sit in the self image. Just this painting you're seeing here. Okay, you can see that as one. It's a painting in a frame, right? Similarly, our image of ourselves is there in that frame. It doesn't go out that frame. It just, let's say it's what, a few, let's say 21 inches by 36 inches. It stays there. We are restricting ourselves. And I've also told many times before that uh, we, whatever it is, we like to sit in our comfort zone. Brain likes us to be in comfort zone, hence we do not go out, we do not apply for bigger jobs, we do not quit our job and start our own business, we do not get up in the morning and go for walk, because we want to be in comfort zone, right? So that's also, we want to stay in that frame and do not see from a holistic perspective. One more comment from Minu. Minu saying, explaining so well, sir. Thank you, Minu. Thank you so much for that point. I'm happy you're able to relate and you're able to understand. Thank you so much for that point. Okay, so what is the point we discussed? The brain perceives this picture to be the only true evidence and does not see anything outside the frame. There are many, many things we can achieve. I have said many times about the brain. Whatever brain capability we use for our daily life, getting up, eating, drinking, walking, talking, sleeping is only 3%. And many people go up to maximum 7%. That's it. We do not we do not cross that much the single digit percentage. We restrict ourselves and we are bound by these negativities, and nature has gifted us with so much of potential in the brain and we never ever utilize it and keep on cribbing in our lives. And we are happy very less times, but we are unhappy most of the times. It should rather be vice versa. Be happy most of the times, and sometimes being human, you tend to be unhappy. It's still fine. The maturity in your mind will take over the unhappiness and convert it into a confidence to overcome the challenge. Okay, the fifth pointer is this self image becomes foundation or a solid base. That's what the topic of today is. What is the basis of your self image, right? So this self image which we create becomes the foundation or a solid base of our entire personality, behavior and character. If we say that I'm a very short tempered person, okay, even though there might be no reasons for us to get angry, our self image says we are a short tempered person, you become short tempered. You let anger rule over you and you start spoil the day of everybody around you and yourself also. If you think that you are a very calm person, okay, and that's your character. And if there is somebody is saying that move away, there's a vehicle coming your way, you are saying I'm very calm, I don't panic, and you don't react and the vehicle comes and hits you. So I hope you understood both sides of those that example. So self image becomes a solid base of our entire personality, behavior and character. I give an example of anger and calmness. Like that you can take a look at many positives and negatives. I'm always happy. I don't know, God has gifted me with bad fate. I'm always unhappy. If somebody asks, why are you unhappy? People say, that's my fate. Bad things happen to me. That's why God has written bad fate. And that's why I'm always unhappy. That's a belief system. That's a self image they have created, which is full of lot of dark colors, lot of gray area. But it's all in our hands how we look at this picture which we draw with our own hands and see to it how colorful and vibrant we can make it to for us to keep looking at it and keep adding more colors, more vibrance, more radiance, so that we show it to others and people learn from that picture of ours, self image, and start painting better picture of their own, put in better colors and better vibrancy, better radiance into their images as well. That way we should be so strong that we create good self image of ourselves and we should contribute to the world where other people are also able to draw some real good self image of their own. Okay, so that's what I wanted to talk today, and I hope you like the topic. I hope you like the pointer. If at all you liked it, see, please do put in hashtag liked in the comment section. That would give me a message that you are able to connect and you liked it. Just a hashtag liked, liked, would do. Please put it in the comment section, and that will encourage me to bring in more and more topics like this. wherein we go a little bit deeper on ourselves and become better personalities with awesome character, bringing in happiness and contentment to our own lives, to our loved ones, to the society, and to this world at large. I hope you guys are still there, and because I'm not seeing any comments coming in. Rupashri, Mithil, Binanti, Meenu, Mukta. Okay. Thanks, Mukta. Thanks for that. Liked, enjoyed, relatable. She's put in three hashtags. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Okay. So now I would like to quickly make a mention, as customary, my Empowered Memory Blueprint course. I'm happy to let you know that the second batch has started from today, and registrations have started for a third batch, which will start on 12th October, which is next Monday. So I'm going to put in the details here, the link and other details in the comment section here. So if you think that you want to take up this course for your memory enhancement, please do register yourself. We have Mukta, who has graduated from the course. We have Rupashri, who's undergoing the course. She'll be graduating this weekend. So I'm getting awesome feedback on that. People have been loving it, not just liking it. People have been loving the course. So please do look out for the registration link in the comment section and click on that link to register. My Rupashri says hashtag enjoyed, and Dr. Mahesh says we are here. Okay, Dr. Mahesh also says definitely relatable. Dr. Mahesh, please put in hashtag liked. I would appreciate that. Binanti says hashtag liked. Wow, thank you so much, Binanti. And she has a further note also. You have motivated all of us trying new things now and more confident now. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm so happy that you were able to take value out of my session today, Binanti. Truly, truly blessed. Thank you so much for that comment. And as far as the course content, empowered empowered memory blueprint is concerned, I'm putting it here in the comment section. Please do register and get an awesome memory in 5 days. People have who have taken it up have given a lot of good feedback on that. A few more comments coming in. Let's see what those. I'll be there with those comments in a second. I was just putting in my link here. So, ladies and gentlemen, just bear with me. I think there is an error which is coming in. Okay, now let's see what are the comments which came in. Dr. Mahesh says hashtag live. Dr. Mahesh hashtag liked, LIKED. That means you liked the session. So you said you were definitely relatable, right? So that did send me the message. Thank you so much for that. Just for the algorithm, I just wanted you to put in hashtag liked. Also saw a note from Bina Auntie trying to put a more colorful image of myself and trying to inspire others also. Wonderful, wonderful. This is so beautiful comment. Thanks so much, Binati, for sharing this. That you are not just putting a colorful image of your own, you are trying to inspire others also. Same thing, even I am doing. So I'm happy you're doing it through your one medium which I am aware of, which you use, is your music and singing. So I'm sure many people are getting benefited, and also others, Rupashri, Meenu, Mukta, Dr. Mahesh, Mithil, who are all there. Please do use the learnings from this session, convey it to others, so that we make this world a better place. Okay, thank you, Dr. Mahesh. Thank you for the hashtag. With that, I would like to end today's session. So please take care. Have a good night. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay blessed. Thank you so much.